welcome you to Globe Life Park in Arlington, Texas. It's Game 4 of the 4-game series between the Red Sox and the Texas Rangers. Welcome inside the broadcast booth, everybody. I'm Don Orsillo, as always, joined by Jerry Remy. Welcome to Red Sox baseball. Well, a very important start today for Joe Kelly, and for Joe Kelly, Jerry, coming off the worst outing of his major league career.
Yeah, terrible outing last time out against the Minnesota Twins, and one of the problems in that game, just threw too many fastballs, and the Twins were jumping all over him. You see the numbers, they're pretty ugly. Inning and 2/3, 8 hits allowed, and 7 earned runs. 52 pitches in that game, 36 for strikes. And what they were doing, they were jumping all over his fastball. So I talked to Kyle Willis today about the start for him this afternoon. He said one thing he's got to do is mix in his curveball. They said he has a good curveball, but he's been relying heavily on the fastball and the slider. The other thing he's also got to do is worry about his job, because right now you got Eduardo Rodriguez up here, and somebody has to be removed from that rotation. If Joe Kelly has another bad outing today, it could be him.
He'll be matched up against Wandy Rodriguez on the mound today for the Texas Rangers. And back in the lineup today for the Red Sox once again is David Ortiz. Big Papi, of course, had the first 2 games of the series off. Last night came back with a couple of hits, trying to keep it going today. Red Sox trying to gain a split in this 4-game series. Back with the first pitch right after this. Experience the new Audi A3 today. Dunkin' Donuts, America runs on Dunkin'. Toyota's website for deals via Toyota.com. Nissan, get the Nissan's ride of your life for exciting performance and bonus cash. Shop ChooseNissan.com. Sullivan Tire and Auto Service, thank you New England for 60 great years. The Scion TC. And by Southwest Airlines, book your low fare now at Southwest.com. Welcome you back to Globe Life Park in Arlington, Texas. Beautiful conditions here today. Nothing but blue sky and lots of sunshine after a good amount of rain came through here the last couple of days. But very comfortable today as the Red Sox wrap up their series. But before we get it started, let's send it down to Austin Guerin.
Hey, thanks, Don. This morning, Red Sox manager John Farrell told reporters that he held a 45-minute meeting for 5 veterans on the team where he stressed aggressiveness and intelligence on the field. Here's the manager.
The short version of it would be for us to play with some aggressiveness and some smartness inside the game situation without getting too detailed. But it was an opportunity to meet with our veteran group, to reemphasize the importance of the role that they provide to the younger players and how they go about and execute inside the game.
All right, Garrett, thanks very much. Well, the Yankees beginning this game on top in the American League East at 26 of 24. The Red Sox starting today 4 games back of the Yankees in Terry, as far as the meeting goes with some of those veterans, I guess it has come to that point, especially after the effort yesterday.
That was a very bad game last night for the Red Sox. Couldn't score runs, played very poor defense, and did not look like a good team at all. And I think I saw Farrell in the hotel lobby earlier this morning. He was not a happy camper. So, you know, he had that meeting with the veteran guys and trying to get them united a little bit and spread that message to the younger guys in the lineup and try to get this thing going in the right direction, because he feels they're too good to be playing this kind of baseball.
Well, the Rangers have taken the field, so let's check out the Red Sox starting lineup that John Farrell's putting out there. Brought to you by your Eastern Hyundai dealers, as it is Dustin Pedroia at second base with Mookie Betts in center field batting second. David Ortiz, the DH. Hanley Ramirez in left field in the cleanup spot with Mike Napoli at first base. Pablo Sandoval at third base with Xander Bogaerts at shortstop. Blake Swihart does the catching, he bats eighth, and Rusney Castillo in right field bats ninth. Rangers starting pitcher presented by your New England Nissan dealers, Wandy Rodriguez, who we saw at Fenway Park as part of the homestand for the Red Sox, makes his 8th start of the year, 2-2 with a 3.60 earned run average, 35 strikeouts to 18 walks, and opponents hitting at 212 against Wandy Rodriguez. This season here at Globe Life Park, this will be his 3rd start, but he's 0-2 here in 2 previous starts with an ERA of 9.
The Rangers defense is brought to you by DraftKings. They are 14th in the American League with 43 errors on the season. Adrian Beltre will be at third base. Elvis Andrus, the shortstop. Hanser Alberto at second, and Mitch Moreland, the first baseman. Left to right, Delano de Shields, Leonis Martin, and Shin-Soo Choo. And Carlos Corcoran doing the catching for Rodriguez.
Umpire crew, Tim Wilkie, the crew chief, has the plate today, calling the balls and strikes. It is Mike Everett at first base, Todd Tichenor at second base, and Chris Siegel is the umpire at third. They're available. This telecast can be heard in Spanish by selecting the SAP button on your television remote. Enjoy the game.
Buenas tardes, amigos.
Beautiful conditions here in Texas. 75 degrees, breeze out to right at 10 miles per hour. And a forecast for more of the same here. Lots of sunshine in Texas.
This is just a beautiful day for baseball here in the Arlington area. Much better than what we've had the first 3 days here.
Dustin Pedroia ready to lead it off here for the Red Sox today. Get off to a good start, hitting at 296, 7 homers, and 21 runs batted in. We're talking about meetings, Jerry. I guess you can only have so many meetings before you kind of tune out what's going on. And I guess important that the tact that this time John Farrell took was to go to players, to have players talk to players, and perhaps maybe that will reinforce with the message he's trying to get across.
Well, the one thing that Farrell has.
Center field, Martin going back for the first out of the ballgame.
Is he has a core of veterans that have had success, big time success at the major league level, and those are the guys to go to try to spread the message to everybody else on the ball club. And they've all experienced championships. They've all experienced playing very well at the major league level. And when a club's playing the way it is right now, you can look really dead. And they looked dead in the ball game last night, and that's not a good feeling for a manager. So I think part of that message says, look, fellas, you know, let's set the example for some of these other guys, and let's play this game the way it's supposed to be played.
One down here for Mookie Betts at 246. That one running inside on Betts, a ball and a strike. You know, certainly one of the leaders in that meeting today, David Ortiz, waiting on deck. Even, of course, returning to the Red Sox lineup last night after back-to-back games off. And a couple of hits here last night as part of the Red Sox loss. The strike evens the count at 2-2. Mookie Betts on the trip, 8 for 23. And jumps back out of the way of a pitch inside.
That's the curveball. The Red Sox saw a lot of the curveball from Rodriguez in his last start against Boston at Fenway Park.
On the ground up the middle and off the glove of Andrus into center field. Base hit for Mookie Betts.
Now, we talked a couple of days ago how David Ortiz was trying to make an adjustment, and that adjustment was keeping weight back a little bit longer. If you look at May 22nd, you can see him really out on his front foot and all that weight going forward. Not a very comfortable looking swing at all. Last night, a higher leg kick, as you can see, weight staying back longer, and a much more compact and balanced swing.
Well, it worked out to be a 2-hit night last night in David's return, as he went 2 for 4 with a double mixed in there. Overall on the road trip, Ortiz 3 for 16. It's a park that he's enjoyed hitting in. There's a 15-game hitting streak at Globe Life Park. And grounds one to first base, off the glove of Moreland. They stay with it and flip to the pitcher who covers in Rodriguez. And they get the one out of David Ortiz, but could have had a double play to end the inning.
Yeah, that probably would have been a double play because Moreland was in good position to make it through his second base. The ball just bounces right off his glove, and then he realizes he has to go to Rodriguez to get the one out. So the Red Sox fortunate there not to have the double play against him and get a man in scoring position.
So Mookie Betts at second base, 2 down here in the first inning. Here is Hanley Ramirez. 257, 12 homers, and 26 runs batted in for Hanley. 0 for 4 in the ball game last night. And 5 for 23 in the current road trip for the Red Sox. Our cold hard facts are brought to you by Clean Crisp Coors Light. Hanley Ramirez has enjoyed hitting in Arlington in 6 career road games against the Rangers, a .391 average, a double, 4 home runs, 9 runs batted in. A breaking ball, that one drops in for a strike.
You know, it's funny now, when this ballpark opened, we didn't think it was going to be a good hitter's ballpark because it was so deep out there to left field. But the fact is, it really is a good hitter's ballpark, and especially in midsummer when it gets real hot down here, the ball just takes off.
Hanley lines it to left field, and that's going to get in for a base hit. Here comes Mookie Betts around, and the Red Sox take a 1-0 lead. They needed to jump on top today, and they do here in the first inning.
Well, Ramirez continues his hot hitting here in Texas, and also against Rodriguez. 370 coming into the game. They try to come inside to Ramirez, but he made the adjustment a couple of days ago. You can see his front foot pointing more toward the pitcher. He's able to clean out the inside fastball where he was having problems with it in the past.
And the Red Sox score first. They are 14-5 on the year. They have a 1-0 lead here in the first inning with 2 down for Mike Napoli, former Texas Ranger. 213, 8 homers, 22 runs batted in. 1 for 1 with a double last night, a couple of walks. Last 12 games he's hit at .368. Raised that average from 162 to the 213 that it is currently at. Curveball picks up the outside corner.
A big, slow, over-the-top curveball right. Rodriguez.
In the air to right field. Shin-Soo Choo going back to the track to make the catch that ends the inning. Red Sox get a run, take a 1-0 lead. The Rangers are coming up. Red Sox baseball on NESN is brought to you by Southwest Airlines. Book your low fare now at southwest.com. A picture perfect day here in Arlington as the Red Sox wrap up their 4-game series against the Rangers. Red Sox have taken a 1-0 advantage. Rangers coming about here in the bottom of the first inning. Big start today for Joe Kelly. His first pitch to Delino DeShields misses for ball 1. DeShields hitting at 283. Today's Red Sox starting pitcher presented by your local New England Audi dealers. Joe Kelly coming in to his 10th start of the year, 1-4 with a 6.24 earned run average. It's hitting at 266 against him. Last time out against Texas was a loss, but pretty good outing. 7 innings, 2 runs, a walk, and 7 Ks. There's a strike, 3-1. Two career games against Texas. He's gone 0-1, giving up 2 earned runs in 12 innings and a leadoff walk for Delino DeShields here in the bottom of the first inning. Let's check out the Rangers lineup. It's brought to you by your New England Chevy dealers. Delino DeShields in left field with Shin-Soo Choo in right. Prince Fielder is the DH with Adrian Beltre at third base. Mitch Moreland at first base with Elvis Andrus at shortstop. Leonis Martin is the center fielder. Carlos Corporon doing the catching, batting eighth. Hanser Alberto is at second base, batting ninth. Here is Shin-Soo Choo. 235, 7 homers, and 23 runs batted in for Choo.
Now DeShields at first base, 11 steals on the season, caught once, and there he goes.
Pitch is a strike, throw is not in time. Stolen base for DeShields. Didn't waste any time at all.
Now he has really been an igniter for this Texas offense, and you know when you got his kind of speed, you know you're probably going to see a fastball first pitch. It doesn't matter to guys like that. Very good jump. Explosive hit to second base with the head first slide, and very quickly gets in a scoring position. Now you've got to pay attention to him at second base.
A walk and a stolen base quickly as DeShields at second. Shin-Soo Choo down in the count 0-1. Second season here for Choo in Texas. Working in the big leagues with Seattle, then time in Cleveland and Cincinnati. We're coming here to the Rangers. Outside again, 2-1.
Had some time finding a strike zone for Joe Kelly, and as I mentioned in the open, I spoke to Carl Willis, the pitching coach, prior to the game today, and he said he's looking for more consistency on his release point. He said last game he was all over the place, you know, sometimes down, sometimes high. Little change of speeds that time. He goes to a changeup to change the look and gets a swing and miss. The Twins last time out, they were sitting all over Kelly's fastball, so he's going to have to mix in some off-speed pitches in this game. His changeup, his curveball, slider.
Sliced foul off to the left, and that fastball at 97 miles an hour. Choo had his season shortened last year, August 25th. The end of his season last year, the bone spur in his left elbow. Joe Kelly just an inning and 2/3 last time out against Minnesota. Marked the shortest start of his career. 2-2 pitch. That's outside for ball 3.
You could see the circle grip change he had there when he had the ball behind his back. And then, you know, a lot of times, obviously, when they go into the glove, they'll change that. But he didn't change it that time. He did go to the changeup, and it was down and away. But he starts with the circle grip change.
swing and a miss. Needed that. Strikes out Chu for the first out.
The Red Sox defense is brought to you by Southwest Airlines. They are 5th in the league with 28 errors on the season. Pablo Sandoval will be at third base. Xander Bogaerts the shortstop. Dustin Pedroia at second. Mike Napoli the first baseman. Left to right. Ramirez, Betts, and Castillo. And Blake Swihart doing the catching for Joe Kelly.
No one down. Runner at second base for Prince Fielder. He's had a terrific beginning to his season. Lions one to shallow center. Betts coming in. It'll fall in front of him for a base hit. Looks like Betts may try that and then elected to back off as it falls in. Fielder starting the day hitting a .361 and has himself a base hit.
I think the runner at second base also thought that it was going to be caught by Mookie Betts because he just kind of holds on, hanging around that bag at second base, as you can see. But Betts not able to make the play. Backs off so it doesn't get by him. And a little first and third action as Fielder picks up the base hit. He's 4 for his last 9.
First and third, one down. Adrian Beltre coming up. 251, 6 homers and 16 runs batted in for Beltre. 0 for 5 in the ball game last night and really struggling on the homestand right now for Texas. 1 for 13. He had the double on Thursday night against the Red Sox. 0 for 9 since then. Strike 2.
Another good changeup from Kelly. That's 3 of them so far here in the first inning.
Adrian Beltre playing in his 191st consecutive game. Well, since being activated from the DL in April of last year. Is it foul? Still down 0-2. Shields at third, Fielder at first. 1 out here in the Texas first inning. Jammed and fouls it off to the right out of play. Beltre at 36 years of age. Santo Domingo, the Dominican Republic, now resides in Arcadia, California. He's broke into the big leagues with the Dodgers in Los Angeles. 0-2. He is down the left field line. On the move is Ramirez. That will fall foul. Into the seats.
One-handed variety that time. He got a lot of high fives.
Beltre reaching out, protecting the plate and fouling that off to the right. Tough pitch. Too close to likely take there at 97 and away.
See Beltre, how he. Well, we saw that plenty in Boston, how he'll flip that bat and catch it on the way down.
One and 2. Beltre has been playing at third base every day. 50 starts now at third. One game as a DH. On the ground down the third baseline. Sandoval took a look at second, but goes to first for out number 2. Run scores. In from third is Delino DeShields, and this game is tied 1-1.
That's the only play that Sandoval had no chance at home, so he doesn't even look in that direction. just goes to first base to get the out. With that, a man moves in a scoring position. Prince Fielder at second base, but Sandoval had no other option but to go to first base.
So a 1-1 ball game here with Fielder at second base and Mitch Moreland the batter. Briefly from Swihart, no advance for Fielder at second base. Moreland at 300, 5 homers and 18 runs batted in. It's in 12 of his last 13 games, moving that average up from 281 to the even 300 that it sits at today. Third start for Moreland at first base. He'd spent time on the DL. Surgery to remove a bone chip from his left elbow mid-April. See the numbers form in the last 12 games. All 3-3-0.
I don't have any doubt that Moreland's got the green light right here. 3 balls and no strikes with the right-hander Andrus on deck.
Third 3-ball count already for Joe Kelly of the day, with Elvis Andrus waiting on deck. Moreland green light, the ground ball to second base. Pedroia gobbles it up and takes care of that. Run scores for the Rangers. Game is tied 1-1 after 1. Presentation after our Red Sox post-game coverage. There's Pablo Sandoval leading it off. Xander Bogaerts and Clay Buchholz are featured in this week's episode. That's the Clubhouse presented by Delta Dental of Massachusetts. Sandoval, Bogaerts, and Swihart bat here in the second inning. Foul to the screen. A ball and 2 strikes to Pablo. He is 1 for 12 in the series and only 3 for 24 on the trip, but has himself a base hit to begin things here in the second inning. Leadoff single for Sandoval. We just mentioned the NESN Clubhouse. Let's take a moment to recognize our NESN colleagues who won Emmy Awards last night for their outstanding work. And yes, NESN Clubhouse is on there. So is our fine director, Mike Narachi, outstanding director, Dining Playbook, Bruins pre and post game, animation composite, and Keith Macri, outstanding photographer. So congratulations to all of our NESN colleagues for the New England Emmy Awards last night.
I want to say a special congratulations to Michael Narachi. We get a chance to work with him day in and day out, and all the hard work, the long hours, the baseball knowledge that he puts into his job, certainly well deserved.
Curveball is grounded softly towards second base. Alberto will go to first. The out, Xander Bogaerts, Sandoval on to second base.
So from all of us here in Texas, Michael back, celebrating his Emmy last night. Just a big hello from all of us.
So 1 out, Sandoval at second base. Blake Swihart standing in. He's already polished his Emmy yet?
I shouldn't need it yet, no.
Miss, and it is a ball and a strike. Three hits so far allowed by Wandy Rodriguez. Swihart didn't think so. Called a strike, appeared to be inside. Adding a 7-game hitting streak coming in. 4 RBIs along the way. Is away, and it's 2-2. Lots of sunshine here today in Texas. Now it's time to vote for your Red Sox All-Stars. You can vote using the 2015 Esurance MLB All-Star Game ballot at redsox.com today. Make sure to vote early and often. Sandoval at second base with 1 out of the inning, and Swihart shoots one foul off to the right out of play. Swing and a miss, and Swihart down on strikes. First strikeout for Wandy Rodriguez.
And that's the pitch right there that was so good for him back in the game at Boston, the curveball. And it's a big breaking curveball, not hard, not overpowering, but a big break to it. Starts out outside, ends up down around the ankles of Swihart.
So 2 down, Rusney Castillo the batter. Wandy Rodriguez has his personal catcher in Carlos Corporon catching him again today. The two were together in Houston when they were both members of the Astros and now working together here with the Rangers. On a strike to Rusney Castillo. So far 2 for 11 in the series and 2 for 14 on the trip.
There's that big slow curveball again, and way out in front was Rusney Castillo.
Inside 2-2. Carlos Sandoval, leadoff single. Got the second on a ground out. Still out there at second base with 2 down in the inning. Castillo will take a ball, and it is a full count.
Let's see if they go back to the breaking ball on the 3-2 count. Back-to-back fastballs inside.
Second full count for Wandy Rodriguez. That's a breaking ball, and it is off the glove of Andrus, and everybody's going to be safe. Hot shot there, and Andrus tried to pick it, didn't know where it was after it glanced off his glove, and Castillo reaches. Sandoval takes third.
You know, first time he got Castillo to chase a breaking ball that was away. This time on the 3-2 count, he's going to try to throw him a strike. He does. He gets it over the plate, and Castillo hits it very hard. Andrus just knocking the ball down. It was actually a good play by Andrus just to knock it down and save a run.
Ruled a base hit, and Rusney Castillo's got a hit as the Red Sox has a team now with 4 in the game. Corporon went out there to talk to Wandy Rodriguez as they prepare to deal with Dustin Pedroia. First and third, 2 down. Flied out to Leonis Martin, the center fielder in the first inning. I think a 10-game hitting streak coming in. There's a strike right down the middle. Now the numbers during the 10-gamer, hitting at .390. Bit high, and it's 2-1. Boy, with a multi-home run game on Wednesday at Minnesota. Second multi-home run game of the season. Did it back on April the 6th at Philadelphia. Ground ball to third base, and it eats up Beltre. Into left field, Sandoval scores, and the Red Sox take a 2-1 lead.
You know, we mention it so many times, but when an infielder gets caught backing up, that's usually when trouble happens. Now, Beltre, to me, is one of the best in the business at backing up and still being able to make the play. But that ball took a bad hop on him. You can see him back up about 1.5 steps, and that ball just explodes up above the glove of Adrian Beltre. This will be interesting scoring.
They have charged him with an error. So Pedroia not getting credit for a base hit. And there is strike one to Mookie Betts. That's with a single to center field in the first inning. Came around to score the Red Sox first run of the day. Now a one-hopper again. Nicely picked there by Andrus. Goes to second on the force out to end the inning. Red Sox get a run on the error. It is 2-1 Boston. Coffee is consistently smooth and delicious. Dunkin' Donuts coffee, started in Boston, is the #1 coffee in New England. So when you want the best coffee in town, there's only one choice: Dunkin' Donuts. Boston Red Sox run on Dunkin'. Bottom of the second inning, Red Sox have a 2-1 lead. And Elvis Andrus leading it off here for the Rangers. 40 average, 2 homers, 18 runs batted in. Back at Joe Kelly, able to field it. For the first out here of the second inning. That's a high hop. Right back at Joe Kelly for the first out. Here is Leonis Martin.
Kelly, a pretty good defender back on the mound, a good athlete. Able to make some good plays around the pitcher's mound.
On the grass at third is Pablo Sandoval. Martin can run well, not afraid to drop down the occasional bunt. So Sandoval ready in preparation in case that happens. Interesting, they have wet that area right in front of home plate more than anywhere else on the infield.
Well, that generally, I mean, usually when they do that, it's to slow up ground balls. This field in Texas is very hard. Now that area in front of home plate, as you see, all wet, and what it does is if you hit a ball in that area, it kind of immediately takes some steam out of it and helps the range of infielders.
Line and caught at first base by Napoli. Ball appeared to be rising. Napoli goes up to get it. 2 down.
Yeah, Napoli knowing a breaking ball was coming because he got the verbal sign from Dustin Pedroia, so you could see him take a little step to his left and was prepared for that line drive. That ball hit very hard off the bat of Martin.
So 2 down. It brings up Carlos Corporon, catcher. It's the 172 average for Corporon. Now 4 in a row retired by Joe Kelly. Help from his defense. And this is by the dive. Bogart's kind of lunged more than a dive into left center field. It's a 2-out base hit. Well, don't miss WB Mason Extra Innings Live right after the game. Adam Coward and Steve Lyons will have highlights. And you'll hear from John Farrell and Joe Kelly. Whatever, whenever, wherever. Ooh, WB Mason. So 2 down, Corporon at first base. And here is Hanser Alberto. Made his major league debut here the other night against the Red Sox at an RBI triple. His first major league hit. 2 for 7 now in the majors. No homers, 3 runs batted in. Ground ball towards short. Bogarts will go to second for the force out that ends the inning. Through 2 in Texas. Red Sox have a 2-1 lead. 1975 Red Sox. Here, James Taylor's debut of Angels of Fenway. Learn about the ballpark's new home run tracker. Catch it all on the Red Sox Report Tuesday at 5. David Ortiz leading it off here in the 3rd inning for Boston. Red Sox with a 2-1 advantage. David rounding out to first base in the 1st inning. Ortiz will be followed by Hanley Ramirez and Mike Napoli. Get back to that 3 spot here today. Added 5th a couple times at the end of the Minnesota series. Check swing, he went, said Chris Siegel.
I don't think there's any question about that swing right there by David.
Check again. This time he did not offer. Rangers in the shift on the right side against Ortiz. With Hanser Alberto, second baseman in short right field. This is back up the middle into center field for Big Papi. His first hit of the day. Leadoff single to begin the 3rd inning.
Well, Ortiz was convinced that he found something, and he apparently did, because 3 hits now over the last couple of games since coming back in the lineup. And the good sign there is he's staying back and taking that ball the other way. He's not trying to pull the pitch. You see the high leg kick, the weight staying back, and just a much cleaner swing than what we've been seeing earlier from him.
David with a leadoff single here in the 3rd inning brings up Hanley Ramirez. And an RBI single in the 1st inning to left field. Boston-based daily fantasy company DraftKings.com, the official daily fantasy partner of your Boston Red Sox, is giving out $300 million in cash prizes. Enter promo code NESSON to play for free. Cannon would like to have that swing back again. Ended up being right down the middle, and he wanted that pitch bad. And fouled it off instead. 50th pitch for Rodriguez, and it is fouled back. Ramirez pops it up right side of the infield. Alberto backpedaling to short right for the first out of the inning. Ace Ticket, the official Red Sox ticket partner, has the best seats at the lowest prices to all the games at Fenway, all with a 200% guarantee. Right now, Ace Ticket has special savings on all Red Sox games, including the Yankees. Visit Ace Ticket or call 1-800-MY-SEATS. 1 on, 1 out. And Mike Napoli, the batter. Napoli flied out to the right fielder Shin-Soo Choo in the 1st inning. Sox out hitting the Rangers 5-2 in the game. And on top 2-1 with 1 out and David Ortiz at first base. Strike call. Napoli did not like it at all. You can see why.
The Red Sox have been unhappy with a lot of pitches on the outside part of the plate throughout this series. That ball clearly outside.
ball 3, 3-1.
Napoli had an ejection in this series back on Friday night, along with John Farrell.
Popped up foul off to the right, out of play. Full count now. Now, Tuesday is Mike Napoli bobblehead night at Fenway Park. All fans in attendance will receive a free Mike Napoli bobblehead presented by Enios. Visit redsox.com/promos for more info and to purchase your tickets now. Full count to Napoli with Ortiz at first. And a one hopper to short. Andrews, the second for one, on to first for two. Double play turned by the Rangers. Ends the top of the third. It's 2-1 Boston. Bottom of the third inning back in Texas as Delino DeShields, top of the Rangers order. Shin-Soo Choo and Prince Fielder to face Joe Kelly. Shields walked in the first inning and stole second base. He would score on ground out by Adrian Beltre. By the Rangers with their lone run. Gone. They check. Yes, he did, says Mike Everett.
Without question, that curveball is a pitch that Kelly is sliding into his repertoire a little bit more this afternoon than he did against the Minnesota Twins. And he's got a good one.
One ball to Pedroia. And there's one out here in the third inning. Time now for the Geico Red Sox moment all season long. We'll highlight the 1975 Red Sox in honor of their 40th anniversary. In their 51st game of the 75 season, the Red Sox beat the White Sox 9-7. Roger Moret got the win in relief for the Sox, and Carl Yastrzemski 3 for 5 with 2 runs scored and 2 RBIs. Here is Shin-Soo Choo.
Saw that name at the bottom of the list. Tim McCarver, catcher with the Red Sox that season. Hall of Fame broadcaster.
Shin-Soo Choo struck out swinging in the first inning. Bounce in for ball 2. 2-1 is in there for a strike. 2-2.
Chu did not like that call at all. He thought that ball was up and away, and it probably was. Pretty big strike zone for Welke.
Full count now. Kelly has walked a batter, struck out a batter. It's fielder waiting on deck. Second full count here for Joe Kelly. And Chu did not go. This is Chris Siegel. The second walk given up by Kelly in his outing. Today's the last day to enter a youth baseball or softball team to be part of the live studio audience on NESN Clubhouse. Visit NESNClubhouse.com and click on studio audience to enter your team. So 1 out and 1 on for Prince Fielder.
You know, they should really change that graphic now to Emmy Award winning.
That's right.
NESN Clubhouse.
Hit safely now in 18 of his last 20 games. Last 20 games hitting at .405. Second in the majors in batting average, only behind D. Gordon. Hits at .374. Fielder coming into today's game hitting at .361. Fielder now tied with D. Gordon in hits. Both have 74 hits on the year. This is on the ground up the middle. Bogarts will flip to Pedroia. Bobble, and they got nobody. It looked like it was going to be an opportunity for double play with Prince Fielder running, but instead they get nothing.
Yeah, Dustin just couldn't get a handle on it. You see the ball heading up the middle right here. Bogarts with the sidearm flip to Pedroia. It's a little bit high, and he had to barehand it. He also had to take his eye off the baseball to see where the bag was.
Her charge to Pedroia. So first and second now with 1 out. A chance for Adrian Beltre.
You know, those kind of plays right there, I mean, they're desperation plays when you shuffle the ball to your second baseman and you hope that you can make it low about belt high so he can catch it with the glove, then find the bag. That ball was up over Pedroia's head, had to reach barehanded, and was also looking at the bag at the same time.
There's a pop up to get back into the seats and out of play.
Take one more look at that flip, and you'll see how high it is from Bogarts. Now, you really can't blame Bogarts either, because that's a very difficult play to make. He tries to lay it up right there for Pedroia, almost like it going up for a dunk in basketball, and that's too high.
Pedroia had 2 errors all last year. He has 5 so far this season now. '50th pitch, and it is up the middle and by the dive of Pedroia. Chu coming around to tie this game 2-2. Hit for Adrian Beltre and an RBI.
Now Beltre right now responsible for both runs for the Texas Rangers. This ball hit very hard past Pedroia. Goes into the dive, goes off his glove, and then back into center field, and that's going to mean another run. What he's trying to do there is just knock that ball down and keep it from going into center field to save a run.
2 on, still 1 out. Mitch Moreland, the batter. He grounded out to second base in the first inning. That'll bounce in. Swihart able to block it. Moreland grounded out to Dustin Pedroia at second base in the first inning. Kelly and the Red Sox with leads of 1-0 and 2-1. The game is tied 2-2. Moreland, after the 2-0 pitch, fouls it off to the end of the Rangers dugout.
It's a big inning here for Joe Kelly. You know, it starts with a walk. You get an error, the base hit to drive in a run. Tie the ball game up 2-2. You've only got the one out in the inning, and Moreland is a key hitter right here. This is as many changeups early in the game as I've ever seen Joe Kelly feature. See how far out in front of that changeup Moreland was. Moreland likes that ball middle in.
Reaches out, fouls it off to the left out of play. Elvis Andrus waiting on deck. One down here in the third inning. Close pitch, called the ball.
Yeah, tried the two-seamer. Tried to start it inside and come back and pick up the corner. Very, very close. Does not get the benefit of the call.
So 2 on, 1 out, and a 3-2 pitch coming up here to Mitch Moreland. And a swing and a miss. Kelly needed that. Strikes out Moreland. Second K for Joe Kelly.
I just talked about it, Don. The fact that he's throwing more changeups and the confidence to throw it on this 3-2 count to Moreland. Beautiful pitch.
The insurance, great service, great coverage, and a great price for auto, home, or life insurance.
And that's the last thing Moreland was looking for in that situation. 3-2 count, couple of men on base.
2 on, 2 down, Elvis Andrus. And Swihart headed out to talk to Joe Kelly. Andrus grounding back to the mound, first time up, 0 for 1. Well, if I just stay tuned following WB Mason Extra Innings Live for Red Sox Final presented by Uno's. Adam Cohen and Steve Lyons will preview the upcoming homestand for the Red Sox. Fastball by him at 97. Trying to pick up that outside corner, not getting it.
Now those were strikes just an inning ago, and now they're being called the other way.
Too low, 3-1. 6 3-ball counts in this game so far for Joe Kelly. There's 2 outs. Prince Fielder is at second. Adrian Beltre at first. And a 3-1 to Elvis Andrus. And that's a strike. Full count. Picked up the corner this time. Foul back to the screen. We'll do it again. Had last night's game off. Started 49 games of a possible 51 at shortstop. One for his last 11 at the plate. Runners will be off again. And a soft ground ball. Sandoval cuts it off and a bobble, and everybody's safe.
Well, the intimidation of speed, and Elvis Andrus certainly has that going down the first base line, and that's going to cause Sandoval to run. And when infielders have to rush, you just don't know what's going to happen. There's the transfer, or the attempt to transfer from the glove to the throwing hand, and bobbles it. There's that speed going down the first base line. And critical part of the game for Joe Kelly.
Second error of the inning for the Red Sox, and that is now 5 for Sandoval. Beth Israel Deaconess Medical Center, the official hospital of the Boston Red Sox, never forgets, before you're a patient, you're a person. Beth Israel Deaconess, human first. Learn more at bidmc.org/human first.
Don, you highlighted the error there, and the Red Sox played poor defense, I thought, in the ball game last night.
Yep. 2 miscues here today. Bases loaded as Fielder, Beltre, and Andrus take up the bases with 2 down here in the 3rd inning. Tie game. Leonis Martin, the batter. Ball 1. Martin hit the ball very hard last time up, lining out to Mike Napoli at first base. There's a strike, get the arms out of the way, and gets the bad news from Tim Wilkie. That's a strike.
Now, you'll always get a look back from the left-handed hitter on this 2-seamer because you think it's inside, but then that late movement brings it back to the corner.
Ground ball to first base. Napoli to Kelly for the out. That ends the inning. So Kelly getting a big out there to end the inning. The Rangers get a run and tie the score 2-2. For you, days, nights, and doubleheaders. To see why we've been named the #1 SBA lender in New England, visit easternbank.com/smallbiz. Pablo Sandoval leading it off here in the top half of the 4th inning. Sandoval, Bogaerts, and Swihart. Game tied 2-2. Rangers have left 5 men on base through the first 3 innings. The Sox have left 3 on through 3. Pitch 60 for Wandy Rodriguez is down low, and it's 2-1 now to Sandoval, who singled and scored in the 2nd inning.
Now this trip through Texas, we have been staying at the same hotel where the Byron Nelson Golf Tournament is. And I know, Don, you got a chance yesterday to go over and watch for quite some time.
Now ball to deep short. Andrews in the air to get Sandoval. Nice play. Well, you had Sandoval running, which helps, but Elvis Andrus with a very nice play from short left.
Yeah, very acrobatic play by Elvis Andrus here. You can see him going to his left. It gets by Beltre, then that jump throw. That always amazes me how much, how strong the throwing arm is to the shortstop, where they can get that much on a throw when they're jumping like that toward the foul line. Very impressive.
Play that Derek Jeter made famous for a long time.
That's what I think about every time I see that play.
1 out here in the 4th inning. Xander Bogaerts the batter. Yes, I had a chance to see my first PGA event yesterday. Yeah. It was fun.
Yeah, it's interesting. I sat in the lobby. I'll tell you, they travel very well.
You did sit in the lobby for like a really long time. Andrews again. This time he has a chance to plant, and it's too late. Yeah, Bogaerts running too.
Andrus making another fine play, but a little too much time setting up that time, and you can see that Bogaerts is going to beat it at first base. Xander going hard out of the batter's box, as he should be, and beats it out at first base. Little leap right toward the end. That can be dangerous. Sometimes you twist an ankle doing that.
Now 1 on as Blake Swihart. I wasn't sure if you were the welcoming committee yesterday for the PGA or not, but I know that everybody that came into the lobby had the chance to meet you yesterday.
Yeah, I met a lot of nice people, a lot of people with the yellow pants and pink pants and red pants. And I tell you, it's quite a group. That first PGA tournament I've ever been around.
It's the first time I had the urge to buy red pants was yesterday. I was thinking about getting some red pants.
Yeah, everybody's got weird colors, man. I spent about 2 hours in the lobby. I saw you come in from watching the tournament. And you came in and immediately said, I think I could play with those guys.
The conditions were not great here because of all the rain that they've had here.
Yeah, very, very sloppy out there. But it's kind of like NASCAR. It's the amount of people that it brings in.
Incredible.
It's amazing.
For the first and back to the bag is Bogaerts. And that group likes to have a good time. Every night we came back, they were having a great time.
Well, the music was playing when we come back from the hotel. I mean, just wanted to make you dance, Of course, you and I danced right up to our room.
2-1 fouled off to the right out of play.
Yeah, they do it all out. I mean, it's a 4-day event, and
every week. And you're like in a different resort every week. I mean, it's pretty good.
Think about that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's pretty nice.
Yeah.
There's a lot of guys in there only for 1 day. They don't make the cut and then they're gone. But
swing and a miss. Swihart lunging at that pitch, strikes out for the 2nd time today.
As that big breaking ball again from Rodriguez, and it's a good one. That's how he gets Swihart back in the 2nd inning, gets him again here in the 4th.
So 2 down. Bogaerts still at first base, held on by Mitch Moreland. Here is Rusney Castillo. On the ground down the line, it is a fair ball. And Morneau will just tag the bag. Right on the line, he makes the grab there to end the inning. 3.5 done, game tie, 2-2. Two to two, the score as we head to the last half of the fourth inning. Carlos Corporon leading it off, and Hopper bounced out to Pedroia for the first out here at the bottom of the fourth inning. You deserve a team that works hard every day. At Eastern Bank, our business bankers are here for your days, nights, and doubleheaders. See why we've been named the #1 SBA lender in New England. Visit easternbank.com/smallbiz. One out in the fourth, and it brings up Hanser Alberto. Shorts up but takes the strike. Alberto grounding into a fielder's choice in the second inning. Back off of Kelly, it kicks to third. Sandoval bare hands, but no throw. It is a base hit for Alberto.
Let's go back to the third inning, and the Red Sox very fortunate to get out of this with just the one run allowed. There's the error they're going to give Pedroia on the play. Moreland strikes out on a good changeup away. It's going to be another error by Pablo Sandoval. So 2 errors in the inning, and then Martin rounds out the first base. So they only get 1 run out of kind of a messy inning by the Red Sox.
1 out, 1 on, and Delino just shields the batter with Sandoval in on the grass at third. And a liner down the right field line, foul. Calling all foodies. Billy Costa and Jenny Johnson want to hear the great meals you're having around New England. All you have to do is send a quick video or photo of your meal and share at Dining Playbook on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Just use hashtag #TopNosh. 1 out, 1 on. Delino DeShields down 0-1. And 2. because of all of what took place in that inning we just saw from an error standpoint. Kelly having to throw a lot of pitches in that third inning, total of 33. To get through the third, giving up only the 1 run, faced 7 batters.
Maybe sending Alberto at first base, trying to get him a steal, get in a scoring position. It was a good pitch out count, 1-2. Not a great pitch to run on, but still a possibility.
Bounce in, even the count of 2-2. 75 pitches now for Kelly here with 1 out in the 4th inning.
Now this is a good pitch to run on right here because Kelly wants to get the out right here. He doesn't want to go to 3-2.
Fouled at the dish, and it is still 2-2. Oberon grounded out to second base. Hanser Alberto. Ball went off the legs of Kelly out to third base, so the base hit. Alberto back to the bag as Kelly checks on him.
So as Xander Bogaerts give the open mouth to Pedroia, that means that Pedroia has coverage on a steal.
We've not seen Alberto attempt to steal yet in the majors.
Same thing.
There he goes, and a fly ball to left field, playable for Hanley Ramirez. Makes the catch for the second out of the inning. Alberto back to first, 2 down.
Let's go back for that second. It is unusual to see Bogaerts, the more inexperienced player, giving the signs to Pedroia.
Join the 2020 Club and enjoy an affordable fun night at Fenway. Groups of 20 or more start at $20 each. Visit redsox.com/groups for more information. 2 down, Hanser Alberto at first base, and here's Shin-Soo Choo.
Now with the left-hander up, I'm sure that Bogaerts has the coverage, which would mean he would give the sign closed mouth, which means me. There you see it right there. Bogaerts has it again.
Two and one now, and 80 pitches for Joe Kelly. Really working here in the 4th inning with 2 down. Alberto at first base in a 2-2 game. Rangers have already left 5 men on base. Red Sox have left 4. To center field, Mookie Betts is not going to get there. Drops down in front of him for a base hit. And it's first and second now, 2 down. Second time Choo has been on, his first hit of the day.
base hit that's going to drop into center field. Chu will drop it in front of Mookie Betts, and everybody moves up a bag.
Two on, two down, and Prince Fielder now the chance. He is singled and reached on a fielder's choice today.
See that runner at second base right now, Alberto, when he takes his lead. Now, if there's one out and nobody out, it's more of a straight lead between the bag and the third base bag. But with two outs, you kind of get behind the bag, and the reason you do that is so that you can get a better angle at rounding third base.
On the ground, back to Kelly. He'll run a bit and flip to first to Napoli for the out that ends the inning. Now the Rangers have left 7 men on through 4. Game tied 2-2. Lead off for the rest of the season. Text 1 for yes, text 2 for no. Text your answer to 536-536. Message and data rates may apply. One message per vote. Visit NESN.com/terms for terms and conditions and privacy policy.
I'm going to vote yes on that, Don.
Okay. You like the way that it's going?
Not necessarily the way it's going, but the fact is I like the experience a little bit more on the leadoff spot, and you can kind of put Mookie in a position in that second spot where he may see more fastballs. He's a better fastball hitter than a breaking ball hitter. And what the heck, I mean, you know, Pedroia has been hotter than a pistol since being in the leadoff spot, so I wouldn't switch that now.
Two and one to Pedroia, who has fly to center, reached on an error. And looking for his first hit of the day, coming in with a 10-game hitting streak as he pops it up foul off to the right out of play.
The only downside of having Betts in the 2-hole is that if he reaches base, it takes some of the base stealing ability away from him, because following him is Ortiz, Ramirez, Napoli, Sandoval. You've got, you know, guys that can potentially hit home runs, so you've got to be a little bit more cautious about running the bases.
Line foul. The part I like about Pedroia hitting second is the fact that he pretty much guaranteed contact from Dustin Pedroia. swing and a miss. Just as I say that, he strikes out. There's a third strikeout for Rodriguez. One down. Well, for every Red Sox hit in May, EchoStore Technologies has donated $50 for the Greg Hill Foundation, which responds immediately to improve the lives of local families touched by tragedy. With this, EchoStore Technologies has decided to go above and beyond. Donate $12,500 to the Greg Hill Foundation. Stay tuned during tomorrow's game to see which charity EchoStore will be teaming up with in the month of June. To learn more, visit EchoStore.com. EchoStore Technologies, your data center solutions provider. One down here in the fifth. Rodriguez about to throw his 80th pitch. That's a strike over the outside corner. 2 runs, 6 hits, 2 errors for the Red Sox. 2 runs, 5 hits, 1 error for Texas. And a liner down the left field line that is going to be a foul ball.
Well, I was sitting in the lobby yesterday watching the PGA folks. I happened to run into Mookie Betts' mom. What a very nice lady she was. And I told her she should be very proud of her son because he's a real gentleman. I mean, he
Yes,
really
he
is.
He is. Total class act.
Yep.
Who else did you meet in the 3 hours you were sitting in the lobby?
Let's see. Mrs. Buchholz came in with her family.
On the ground up the middle as Andrews from his backside throws to first. He's put on a defensive clinic in this game.
Yes, he has. He's got all the ability. You know, he's got a lot of errors on the season so far. He's got 11. But, you know, he can make these spectacular plays. And that ball is just about by him. Again, being very athletic, able to get into some type of position to be able to throw that ball to first base accurately and get the out. Yeah, really testing him today, and he is up to the challenge.
2 down, 4 in a row. Retired by Wandy Rodriguez. A little help from his defense as David Ortiz gets his 3rd plate appearance of the day.
I met the general manager of the Ritz.
We're not staying at the Ritz.
I mean, at the Four Seasons. Yeah. Excuse me.
That's quite a story.
Yeah,
Why was the general manager of the Ritz hanging out at the Four Seasons?
No, I was the general manager of the Four Seasons. I met him through Jeff Mitchell, who met him in the CBS truck that was doing the golf.
I'm confused.
I'm very confused too. And I met a lot of people.
Yeah, I passed you at least twice in the lobby, I think.
Well, the second one cracked me up.
Yeah.
I mean, you're amazing, man.
Thank you.
You come sprinting back from watching the golf, and the first thing you say to me is, I could play on the tour. And then you say, and the sun's out, so I'm going to go put my bathing suit on. Now, I see you come back in about 2 minutes, bathing suit on, going out to the pool.
Yep.
I went to look for you. I couldn't find you.
I was at the pool with some of our crew as we went and headed out there. It was a beautiful day. It turned out once the sun came out because it was cloudy most of the day of the tournament.
Yeah.
And the sun came out, so we came back, went to the pool. Fabulous day at the pool. I would say that is the best pool in the major leagues, bar none. It's very close to the one in Tampa. I think this pool has got it just by a little bit. An outstanding day. We wish you had come out, but you were welcoming everybody in the lobby. Ortiz to deep left, to Shields back to the track to make the catch. A 1-2-3 5th inning, halfway through this game, tied 2-2. Southwest Airlines. Book your low fare now at southwest.com. Back at Globe Life Park in Arlington, Texas, as Adrian Beltre leads it off here for the Rangers. Beltre has grounded out to third and singled, both times driving in a run. He supplied the offense today for the Rangers, who have had their fair share of men on base. They have left 7 men on through the first 4 innings. They are 2 for 9 with runners in scoring position. Red Sox on the other side, 2 for 5 with runners in scoring position. A 2-2 game. Fouled back to the screen. Mitch Moreland, then Elvis Andrus. To left center field, and that's going to fall for a hit. Beltre had been struggling at the plate, 1 for his last 13 coming into the game, but 2 hits and 2 RBIs in this game.
And he actually got jammed on that. That was a 2-seam fastball right here by Joe Kelly inside, and you can see it hits around the label of the bat. And Adrian Beltre is so strong, he muscles that ball out over the head of Bogarts, and the leadoff man on here in the 5th inning.
Here is Mitch Moreland, who is 0 for 2. He's come up in some big spots, but not able to do anything so far in this game. Runner at second when he grounded out in the first. Struck out with runners at second and third in the third. Now a bounding ball to Pedroia to second for 1 on to first, and that is late. So 4-6 as they get the lead runner, and injured on the play is Beltre.
Beltre is one of those guys that will always go in hard to second base. I mean, it's automatic, and I could tell that time if he hit the bag hard. We'll take another look right here. There's a throw from Pedroia. Beltre going out to try to get Bogarts. It might have been an ankle. Now, see, that's a legal slide by Beltre. Even though he went out to get Bogarts, he could make contact with that second base bat.
We'll see if he stays in this game. As Moreland at first base, 1 down. Elvis Andrus now the batter. He has grounded back to the mound and reached on an error. Kelly at 90 pitches. 4 1/3 innings in this game. And to throw 33 of them in the 3rd inning. Most taxing inning for him of this game. High strike call. To the screen, and it's a ball and 2 strikes. Rangers have been hitting a lot better lately and have been winning a lot more lately. Hitting at .296 in the last 9 games. Ground ball foul outside of third. right center field. Coming from right is Castillo, laying it out to make the catch. Rusney Castillo with a nice grab in shallow right center field.
It's really been good and bad out there for Castillo. You know, he's made some spectacular plays like that on this road trip. Then he's made some others that have not been so spectacular, where he's taken bad routes on balls. He took one last night where he went straight across then back. But that time making a fine play. He's made about 3 really nice plays on this road trip in right field.
Swing and a miss for Leonis Martin. 0 for 2 in the game. Wind out sharply to first base, then grounded out to first base. 2 previous at bats. Swing and a miss, and it's 1-2.
Another good changeup by Joe Kelly.
This pitching line is brought to you by Ace Ticket. 4 2/3, 6 hits, 2 runs, 1 is earned. He's walked 2, struck out 2. Talk about that 33 pitch inning that he had in the 3rd inning. 2 errors in that inning. 1 for Pedroia, 1 for Sandoval, leading to the unearned run. Fouled off to the left out of play. He's a player you were talking about last night, Jerry, for Rusney Castillo.
Yeah, made a great play today, and then last night you see him go across and then back, and I think that's just inexperience in right field. Remember, Rusney Castillo was a center fielder before joining the Red Sox, and he's still learning that position out in right field. That was the play last night, but yet to give him credit on this road trip, he's made about 3 real nice plays, diving.
One 100th pitch is strike 3 as Leonis Martin goes around to end the inning. A nice catch out there right for Rusney Castillo in this 2-2 game. Tuesday as part of this special offer. You can get 4 tickets, 4 hot dogs, and 4 sodas for just $75. Visit redsox.com/family 4-packs to buy your tickets before they sell out. New third baseman, so turns out Adrian Beltre does leave the game. Adam Rosales has played in a few of the games this 4-game series at second base, comes in at third as Hanley Ramirez hits it off, takes strike one. As soon as the Rangers pass along what the injury was to Adrian Beltre, we will share it. Tough to tell. We really didn't see much on the replays, but he was very slow to get up and then helped off. Curveball and another one. Yes, it is now 0-2. It's a healthy diet of these today.
Yeah, in both outings. We saw him at Fenway throw a lot of curveballs. We're seeing the same thing here today. Same approach against the Red Sox.
Retired the last 5 Red Sox in a row. Total of 100 pitches for Joe Kelly through the first 5, and now Alexia Gondo warming in the pen for the Red Sox, the former Texas Ranger. And Ramirez had an RBI single back in the first inning. Now hits a fly ball to short right field. Chewett starting back. This is falling and falling fair. A base hit and a ball that was in the air a very long time. It's time for a game break brought to you by Jordan's, the furniture store of the Boston Red Sox. Adam?
First baseman Mike Napoli.
All right, Adam, thanks very much. The Rays a game back of the Yankees to start the day. Red Sox starting the day 4 games back of New York. Taking off is Hanley Ramirez. A little hit and run. Napoli can't get any part of it. And into second base goes Ramirez. The throw was high, but it's stolen base for Hanley Ramirez.
Yeah, I think that might have been a straight out steal for Ramirez, because watch his lead at first base. I mean, he just takes off. He doesn't look back like it's a hit and run, and almost went right by the bag. He was going on the very first move of the left-hander. As soon as there was movement toward home plate, Ramirez was off.
In the scoring position, nobody out. Napoli fouls it off down the third baseline. Strike 3 call. Napoli doesn't like it, spins out of the box and takes with him the 4th strikeout for Wandy Rodriguez.
And Napoli upset with himself because he knows he let a good pitch go by. Fastball right down the middle almost, and he just took it. And that is frustrating for an RBI guy with a man at second base.
So the first out of the 6th inning, and the Ramirez still at second. Here's Pablo Sandoval. Sandoval, who is abandoned hitting from the right side. Waves at that pitch down 0-2. Sandoval against left-handed pitching, 5 for 46 at 109.
Yeah, and those are the kind of pitches that are going to give him problems to breaking ball, because he's not used to seeing them from the left side of the plate. Very tempted to go after that one. That was way outside.
100th pitch for Wandy Rodriguez is popped up left side of the infield. Elvis Andrus shading his eyes, makes the catch for the second out of the inning. There's action for the Rangers as John Edwards up at the top as Wandy Rodriguez just reached 100 pitches. We get the word on Adrian Beltre, left thumb jammed and being evaluated.
And that must have been tagging the bag at second base because the body was out toward Bogarts and the hand was going toward the bag. Looked like it was limping when he came off.
Yeah.
But it's a hand injury.
Yep, jam left thumb. Adrian Beltre. As Adam Rosales now at third base. Here's Xander Bogaerts with a ground ball, base hit into right field. Going to try and score Hanley Ramirez. No throw from Chu, and the Red Sox take a 3-2 lead. I don't know if Chu was surprised that Ramirez was coming around, but he really made no attempt. And by the time he grabbed the baseball, he was in short right field. Red Sox take a 3-2 lead.
Now Bogarts, who came into the game 0 for his last 15, now picks up his second hit going the other way. The attempt at second base by Alberto gets by him. A good throw, good charge by Chu, but no throw. At least come up and throw to the cutoff man.
Well, the Red Sox have taken a 3-2 lead and a check at first base on Bogaerts. The third lead of the game for the Red Sox. Led 1-0, 2-1, and now on top 3-2 here in the top of the sixth inning. Swihart has struck out twice today against Wandy Rodriguez. It's a fly ball foul down the right field line. For Wandy Rodriguez, his pitching line is brought to you by your Eastern Lexus dealers. 5 2/3, 8 hits, 3 runs, 2 of them are earned. He's not walked anybody, struck out 4, and again, 2 of those 4 strikeouts for the man at the plate, Blake Swihart. Bannister, the manager, alongside Mike Maddox, the pitching coach. Swihart did not like that call at all. Called a strike and another curveball, 1-2.
Are you kidding me? Well, I guess it did get the bottom of the strike zone. When I originally looked at this, I says, no way. Red Sox dugout didn't like it.
Two and two. Swihart had a big hit in the first game of the series, the game the Red Sox won, 2 RBI single in the 8th inning of that game. Red Sox trying to grab the finale of this 4-game series and gain a split. Swihart punches it foul.
Swihart really getting a steady diet of breaking balls from Rodriguez this whole game. Another breaking ball. This one stays away, and he's able to foul it off to the opposite field.
Don Orsillo, Jerry Remy, Aaron Austin coming to you from Globe Life Park in Arlington, Texas. And for the 4-game series between the Red Sox and the Rangers, Red Sox have just taken a 3-2 lead. 2 outs here in the 6th inning. Xander Bogaerts at first base. Fouled at the dish with Bogaerts running. Be off again here with 2 outs and a full count. To right center field on the run is Martin, and he's not going to get there. Gets in for a hit as Bogarts goes to third, and Blake Swihart with a good at bat there. Ends up with a base hit to center field, and the Red Sox have runners at the corners.
Yeah, you've got to give him credit. I mean, they've been getting him out all day on breaking pitches, and then finally they come with a fastball inside, and he's able to make contact and drop it into center field. I mean, out of that bat, 90% of the pitches were curveballs.
Well, an 8-game hitting streak now for Blake Swihart, and that is the day for Wandy Rodriguez. Jeff Bannister takes the baseball. A pitching change here from Texas. Red Sox have taken a 3-2 lead. Now Rusney Castillo is swinging a miss for strike one. This call to bullpen brought to you by Kia. John Edwards in the game here for Texas for Wandy Rodriguez. It's 2 scoreless innings in 2 games since being recalled from Round Rock on Wednesday. Overall, his 4th appearance of the year. He's given up a run in 2 innings worth of work. He's hitting at 167 against Edwards. It's his 2nd stint with Texas this season.
Those signs right there were given to the second baseman and shortstop, letting them know if there's a possible double steal, what the catcher is going to do with the baseball. Throw through or go to third base.
Runner first is taken off. Castillo with a swing and a miss.
And they were not covering at second base, so there was going to be no throw through in that situation. That's a good play by the Red Sox to get another man in a scoring position. There you see none of the middle infielders going to the bag. So there was no intent to try to get Swihart at second base. They're going to take their chances with Castillo.
First stolen base for Blake Swihart of his career. He's now second and third with 2 outs. Outside 2-2. Red Sox Nation being heard from here at Globe Life Park in Texas. Red Sox on top by 1. Love to get a base hit here from Rusney Castillo to get some breathing room. Inside. At second and third, the responsibility of the departed starter Wandy Rodriguez. John Edwards coming in here in a spot here in the 6th inning. And Castillo pops it up. Back goes the shortstop Elvis Andrus onto the short lawn and left to put it away. Red Sox strand a pair in scoring position. Do get a run though and take a 3-2 lead. Reyes will have the sounds of the week. And Matt Chatham is in studio to give us the latest on the Patriots OTA workouts. That's tonight at 10 on NESN Sports Today, presented by People's United Bank. See what know-how can do. Red Sox have taken the lead and changed pitchers here as we move to the bottom of the 6th inning. Alexia Gando's 20th appearance for the former Texas Ranger. 1-0 with a 3.79 ERA, 15 strikeouts, 5 walks. And opponents hitting at .225 against Agondo. Gave up 3 hits and 2 runs in 2/3 of an inning on Friday night here in Texas, after he entered and began the 7th inning. Carlos Corporon, the catcher for the Rangers, singled to left in the 2nd, grounded out to second base in the 4th inning. Big leagues with the Rangers from 2010 through 2014. Various different roles as a starter at one point and as a reliever. And a total of 23 starts for Texas in 2013. Was 7-4 that year, the 3.11 earned run average. And a swing and a miss at 95 miles an hour, able to strike out Corporon for the first out of the bottom of the 6th inning.
Gando, one of those power arms that the Red Sox have late in the game, and the 95 will tell you that it's a power arm as he throws it right by Corporon, the strikeout.
Well, Joe Kelly departs with a chance to grab a victory here today. Get some help from the bullpen, as Kelly ended up going 5 innings, giving up a total of 6 hits, 2 runs, 1 earned. He walked 2, struck out 3, and out of a couple of jams as the Rangers leaving 8 men on base. There's a liner just out of the reach of Bogaerts. Hanser Alberto with a wide turn at first. As his second hit of the day, third time he's been on base.
Yeah, I think they're going to do something here in this combination coming up. First, we'll take a look at Alberto get a breaking ball, slider away, and take it into center field for the base hit. You've got the speed at first base in Alberto, and you've got a contact guy up in DeShields who also has speed. So you could see a straight out steal or a possible hit and run with 1 out.
Delino DeShields the batter. And he takes strike 1.
That first pitch strike makes the hit and run a little bit more difficult. Now it comes into play again. Nice play by Blake Swihart, backhanding this ball. Looked like an infielder, didn't he?
Yep.
Ground up.
Alberto at first base, 1 down here in the inning. On the ground towards second. Could be 2. Pedroia to second for 1. No, only 1. But DeShields running. And getting out of the way there was Bogaerts, with Alberto coming in hard. 2 down.
I thought for sure this was going to be a double play, but you got to give some credit to that base runner as he made Bogaerts jump and not able to throw the ball at first base.
As you can see, he did make contact with the bag.
Yeah.
Gondo with 2 outs and a runner on, leaving this game as the Red Sox have another pitching change as Gondo faces 3 batters before departing. And Tommy Lane now coming in for Boston. Send it down to Garrett Austin.
Hey, thanks, Don. It's time now to take a closer look at tomorrow's starting pitchers. Clay Buchholz will be on the mound for the Red Sox, and despite the 0-2 record, has pitched well his last 3 starts. Most recently against the Twins, Buchholz took the loss despite allowing 2 runs in 7 1/3 innings. Mike Pelfrey has also pitched well in his last 3 starts, including last time out Tuesday versus Boston, where he picked up the win after allowing just 1 earned run in 7 innings. This closer look is brought to you by FW Web. Selection, expertise, solutions, more at FWWeb.com.
Garrett, thanks very much. As in is Tommy Lane, the left-hander, into his 18th game of the year, 0-1 with a 3.14 earned run average. 12 strikeouts, 6 walks. Opponents hitting at .231 against Lane. Tied the only batter that he faced on Friday night here in Texas in the 6th inning at Josh Hamilton. In relief of Stephen Wright, stranding runners on the corners in that outing. He's done a nice job of that. In fact, stranding 9 of 10 inherited runners this season, including the last 7. So here he is in the 6th inning with 2 outs, inheriting a runner in Delino DeShields at first base, and he'll be dealing with Shin-Soo Choo, the next batter. H.B. Hood is a sponsor of the Red Sox Foundation, which has now provided more than $75 million to make the dreams come true for families of New England. We thank Hood and we salute the Red Sox Foundation.
You know, looking at Xander Bogaerts, even though they were not able to complete that double play, I love the way he came across the bag. That's what I want to see more of from Bogaerts, that hard charge across the bag instead of tagging the bag and stepping toward right field, which we see him do a number of times. I think you got a better chance of turning over more double plays when you come crashing hard across that second base bag.
Two down to Shields at first base, and Shin-Soo Choo the batter. Choo has struck out, walked, and singled. To first base, and again back to the bag is DeShields. Shields already has a stolen base in this game. Stole second back in the first inning. Come around to score the Rangers' first run. There's strike one to Chu. Chu 0 for 3 in his career against Tommy Lane. And Shields was leaning, but he's able to get back in time.
Now the problem with there is Lane also picked off Mike Napoli. Watch Napoli. He's going to come off the bag to try to get into his fielding position. He was also fooled by that pickoff attempt by Lane.
I told you about the steal earlier for the Shields. It's 12 out of 13. In the dirt, Swihart blocks it, keeps it in front of him. Two down, a runner at first base, and a count of 1-1 to Shin-Soo Choo. Gets away from Swihart, and Shields will head for second base. No throw. He'll go in standing. Now in a scoring position.
Tommy Lane going down in a strike zone, and Swihart tried to backhand that ball. Really not the proper mechanics to knock that ball down. Glove should have been turned, flipped around the other way, and then he may have been able to catch that ball.
Charge Lane with a wild pitch. 2-1 is grounded by the mound towards Pedroia at second base. His throw in time, and the inning is over. So the Rangers leave another runner in scoring position. It's 3-2 Boston. It's on to the 7th inning in the top of the Red Sox order. Dustin Pedroia takes strike one. Pedroia does not have a hit today. There's a 10-game hitting streak coming in. And a fly out to center, reached on an error by the third baseman, and is struck out swinging. Gets himself down 0-2.
You know, we're talking about Xander Bogaerts and turning a double play, and early in the game, watch him tag the bag and go out toward right field. I don't like that. You know, I like this much better, where he comes charging across the bag. He couldn't make the double play because the runner was on top of him, but you've got a better chance of making a double play when you come hard across that bag the way he did. I like that aggressiveness right there. So, if you're a young shortstop watching, the proper way is to come firing across that bag like Bogarts did in the second one. Because in the first one, you kind of lose a little something on the throw.
Too far inside, 2-2. Pedroia bats and Ortiz here in the 7th inning. Red Sox trying to obtain some insurance. Just the 1-run lead. And 3 1-run leads in this game. As Pedroia fouls one off down the right field line out of play. Well, it's time now to check out the result of our poll question today. We asked, should Justin Pedroia stay batting leadoff for the rest of the season, and you think he should? 68%. Our Dunkin' Donuts poll question believe that he should stay batting leadoff for the rest of the season. 2-2 pitch. And Pedroia fouls it off to the right out of play. See a 9th pitch in this at bat, full count. Tony Kella and Sam Freeman up in the pen right now for Texas. Fly ball right field. Back goes Chu. He'll have room as he makes the catch for the first out of the 7th inning. Now, for every Red Sox game that goes into extra innings or the Sox get a save, CVS Pharmacy make a donation to Children's Hospital towards a $25,000 commitment once again this season. CVS Pharmacy, the official pharmacy of the Boston Red Sox. One out in the 7th, and here is Mookie Betts. Singled back in the 1st inning, a 1-for-3 day.
Going back to Joe Kelly's outing today, Don, obviously better than last time. The unfortunate part is he had the high pitch count early, but the fact is I like the idea that he mixed in his changeup quite a bit in this game today. A few curveballs, but a lot of changeups, and that's something we haven't seen from him. So it really gave the Rangers another pitch to look at, and I think really benefited him in this game.
Again, Joe Kelly with a chance to get a win today if the bullpen can help him out. Kelly went 5 innings, 6 hits, 2 runs, 1 earned. Walked 2, struck out 3. Ended up throwing 100 pitches in his 5-inning effort. The 3-1 pitch. And there's ball 4. Betts aboard here with 1 out in the inning. Send it down to Guerin.
Hey, thanks, Don. After taking the first 2 games of the series off to work on his swing, David Ortiz was back in the lineup last night. And as manager John Farrell said, there were positive signs in his at-bats.
Better swings. I think the one encouraging thing was, he took some borderline pitches, even though they might have been called strikes. He waited for his pitch to get, and even after a couple of ground outs, he stayed with that approach and put a couple of really good swings on some balls in the opposite way, left center for the double, and then the base hit off a left-hander, which to me is a really encouraging sign for him.
Well, David Ortiz will be coming up next year with 1 out and 1 on. New pitcher, though, as John Edwards leaves this game. And the Rangers bringing on their 3rd arm of the day.
See Freeman come in and you think about been hinting about him. You know, I mean, he's hit a couple of at-ins already in this series.
Pablo Sandoval in the knee with a 94-mile-an-hour fastball. His 9th appearance without a record, 7.11 earned run average. 6 1/3 innings. He hits, he struck out 3, walked 2, and opponent's hitting at .333 against Sam Freeman. Takes over for John Edwards. Ends up going 2/3 of an inning. No hits. He did walk a man and is responsible for Mookie Betts at first base. Send it down to Guerin.
Hey, thanks, Don. The road ahead is brought to you by People's United Bank. The Red Sox will head home tonight after the game for a 4-game set against the Twins. The two teams met earlier this week in Minnesota, with the Twins earning the 3-game sweep. The Red Sox then host the Oakland A's for a weekend series at Fenway before hitting the road again for a 3-game series versus the Baltimore Orioles.
Sam Freeman getting ready here to deal with David Ortiz. Red Sox certainly be glad to get home. They, of course, were on that lengthy West Coast trip prior to this trip. And not a lot of time at home, and that seems to even out a little bit in June. Red Sox are 10-12 so far at home at Fenway Park. But tomorrow at 6, don't miss Red Sox first pitch, presented by Joseph Abboud, available at Men's Warehouse. PC and Tim Wakefield have an in-depth recap of the Red Sox in the month of May.
I would say the recap of the month of May would be yuck.
That's how you would
analyze it. That's analyzing it, really.
Really breaking it down. And now 1 on, David Ortiz, the batter. How do you spell whack?
Yuck. Y-U-K, right?
Strike over the outside corner. David doesn't think so, and neither does Mika Pitzo. And close.
First pitch breaking ball outside and called a strike. So immediately, lefty against lefty, you're put in the hole by a bad call.
Ortiz 1 for 2 against Sam Freeman in his career. And is down 0-2. Last 5 games, Freeman has given up 4 runs, all earned. As he throws to first base, and back is Betts. Called up from AAA Round Rock on the 13th of May. Came over from the St. Louis Cardinals after he was designated for assignment by the Cardinals. That was actually closer to being a strike. Well, maybe not. Maybe a little further out. All in 2 strikes. Another throw to first base, and back to the bag is Betts. Left-handed batters 1 for 14 against Freeman. 071. He has walked 3 lefties. Runner goes, and they're going to get him here, maybe. Down to second base, and safe is Mookie Betts. So they had it figured out there. As Betts was taking off, they go to first base, but Mookie's still able to steal second.
And that is the absolutely correct thing to do if you're Mookie Betts. If you get picked off first base, just go as hard as you can at the second and try to line yourself up with the guy who's covering. Because that makes the throw, the guy that's going to throw it, the first baseman, have to maybe adjust a little bit. And you can see Betts trying to line himself up, so the throw's going to be to the shortstop side, and that allows Betts to get in from the right field side.
Well, the Rangers are going to challenge this.
Let's take another look. Is the hand in first before the tag? Tough to tell. Very close play at second base, but base running wise, That is the proper way to do it. How many times you see a guy get caught in a rundown and find himself safe at a base? Almost never. And watch Marlin have to adjust his throw to the shortstop side. That gives Betts an opportunity to at least find some open base. So as a base runner, you try to line yourself up with who's ever covering the bag. Now from that angle, it looks like he's safe.
Yep.
Now, did he come off the bag? That is a question, too. This angle's very tough to tell. But the other angle looked like he did have the front of the bag before the tag was applied.
See if he comes off.
Right here, safe to me.
Yep.
Definitely safe there. Does he come off the bag and get tagged? That's the only question. I don't think he did.
Let's see once he gets past it. He is safe. There's
really hot.
safe on the field.
We're 2 for 2 in this series.
So no overturn there as the Rangers challenged it, but Mookie Betts with his 8th theft of the year safely into second base. David Ortiz here, the runner in scoring position. On the count, 1-2. And a little dribbler that is a fair ball. They will throw to first base, and Ortiz is out as taking third base is Betts. Maybe did not run right away, thinking he was going to go foul. It never does.
Little tap right in front of home plate, and Ortiz thinks the ball's going to go foul. He's looking at it there, hoping it goes foul, but it never did. It looks like we're going to have another pitching change.
So Mookie Betts taking third base with 2 down in the inning. A pitching change from Texas. 3-2 Red Sox have the lead. Hanley Ramirez batting with 2 outs and a runner at third base, and Ramirez with a swing and a miss. Yoni Kella into the game here for the Texas Rangers. Kella becoming the fourth arm used by Jeff Bannister. 25th appearance, 4-1 with a 2.01 earned run average. Well, it's hitting at 256 against Kella. Strike call. And Henley's down 0-2.
Good pitch by Kella, down and away from Ramirez.
Third in the American League in appearances for Kella, his 25th. To right field, Chu is there, and he makes the catch that ends the inning. So the Red Sox leave Mookie Betts at third base. And it is seventh inning stretch here in Texas with the Red Sox on top 3-2. And we will keep it right here at Globe Life Park. The singing of God Bless America.
Will you please rise as we remember the servicemen and women who are serving our country at home and around the world. Performing God Bless America today is Norris Perry.
God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with the light from above. From the mountains to the prairies to the oceans wide with foam. God bless America, my home sweet home. God bless America, my home sweet home.
Airlines. Book your low fare on Southwest.com. Your local Subaru dealers. Digital Federal Credit Union. See what DCU can save you. And by Kia. Kia Sorrento. First pitch strike into Prince Fielder, leading it off here in the bottom of the seventh inning. Fielder 1-for-3, a single back in the first inning. Tommy Lane back out there. Got the final out of the sixth. Out there to begin the seventh. Joe Kelly went 5. Agondo 2/3 of an inning. And Tommy Lane back out there for the seventh inning, at least to begin it. Fielder, the big swing, 0-2. Junichi Tazawa up in the Boston pen. Swing and a miss, and Fielder strikes out. Tommy Lane's first K of the day.
Back to the breaking ball, a slider down and away from Prince Fielder gets him. Nasty pitch right there. Very hard to pick up. Lane, very deceptive, I think, against left-handed hitters. You can see the very off-balance swing there by Fielder.
Gonzalez taking a pitch for ball one. His first plate appearance since taking over for Adrian Beltre. Beltre injured running the bases, jammed his left thumb. Beltre leaving in the fifth inning. First time Rosales has batted. It's a productive game for Beltre before he left. 2 hits, 2 RBIs. In the air to shallow left. Bogart's out. Ramirez in, battling the sun. And Hanley makes the catch. 2 down. Well, tomorrow at 6:30, don't miss Red Sox Game Day Live presented by DCU. DC and Tim Wakefield will preview Clay Buchholz's start against the Twins. He looks to make his 5th consecutive quality start. DCU, Digital Federal Credit Union. What can DCU save you? 2 down for Mitch Moreland. 0 for 3 in the game. He is grounded out to second, struck out swinging, and reached on a fielder's choice. Attendance today 32,848. 32,848 for the finale of this 4-game series. Globe Life Park, big stadium. On the ground right side. Pedroia to Napoli. Inning over. Nice job by Tommy Lane. Through 7, 3-2 Boston. Mike Napoli leading it off here in the 8th. Napoli 0 for 3 in the game. Tony Kella back on the mound here for Texas. We got the word on Adrian Beltre. X-rays were negative. He suffered a sprained left thumb and a laceration of his thumb. Required 4 stitches. And the Rangers expect him to be sidelined approximately 2 weeks. Big deal here today. Adrian Beltre coming out. And you could tell at the time what had happened, but the thumb is the injury. Ended up with 4 stitches.
It's interesting there how he cut his hand or thumb on the back.
Didn't appear to make any contact with Bogaerts. I thought maybe he got cleated or something, but that's not the case.
No, it didn't look that way.
To the count to Napoli. Two and two. Retired Hanley Ramirez with a runner at third and 2 outs to end the 7th. Back out there to start the 8th. Full count. Hello, the 4th pitcher used today by the Rangers. Napoli, then Sandoval and Bogaerts here in the 8th inning. Swing and a miss, and Napoli strikes out for the 2nd time today. 1 down. Well, today's game summary is brought to you by Xfinity. Joe Kelly, the pitcher of record right now for the Red Sox. 5 innings, 1 earned run. Gave up 2 runs, 1 was earned. And then Ramirez 2 for 4 in this game. Xander Bogaerts with a couple of hits. On the other side, Wandy Rodriguez went 5 2/3 innings, giving up 3 runs, 2 earned. He is currently on the hook. And Adrian Beltre, before he left with the injury, 2 for 3 in the game with a couple of RBIs. Here is Pablo Sandoval, who takes strike 1. 4th at-bat of the day for Sandoval. Single to center, has grounded out to short, popped out to short. Kella has allowed runs in only 5 of his 24 previous appearances. Alltown, New England's premier convenience retailer, is committed to supporting the communities they serve. For every home run the Red Sox hit the rest of the season, Alltown will donate $500 to Children's Hospital Boston. Visit alltown.com for a location near you. On the ground right side to Alberto. Sandoval is out number 2 of the 8th inning. Sports can bring you to the edge of your seat and to your feet, and it should always bring you to NESN.com, the region's #1 sports site with comprehensive Red Sox coverage and the most Bruins content in New England. A video and podcast found only on NESN.com. 2 outs in the 8th for Xander Bogaerts. A couple of hits today. Infield hit to short, a single to right, and an RBI. A base hit into center field. 3rd hit of the day for Xander Bogaerts.
A good day for Xander. He had been struggling 0 for 15, 0 for 16, including the 1 at bat in this game, but now 3 straight hits. That ball was inside in his hands, and he was able to get the hands inside the baseball, shoot it up the middle, and pick up the base hit, get the barrel of the bat on the ball. If you hook that ball, you break the bat, you probably ground out to 3rd base.
So 2 down, Bogaerts at first base, Blake Swihart the batter. He takes strike 1. Swihart struck out in the second. He struck out in the fourth inning and then singled to center in the sixth before stealing his first base. Oakland's bullpen is first in the league as far as runs allowed, but second right now the Rangers. Second highest amount of runs allowed for Texas. 4.26 earned run average as a pen. Oakland 4.56. 2-1 is on the ground to Alberto. And that'll end the top of the eighth inning. We head to the bottom of the eighth. Red Sox holding on to a 3-2 lead. And a couple of plays.
Elvis Anderson, shortstop today for the Texas Rangers, playing outstanding defensively and really robbing the Red Sox of a number of hits in this ball game. It probably saved maybe a run or two in this game by playing the type of defense he did at shortstop today.
Now it's on to the bottom of the eighth inning. Nice job by Tommy Lane, retiring all four batters he faced. Final out of the sixth as a 1-2-3 seventh, and now Tazawa takes over here in the eighth. 24th appearance, 0-1 with a 1.71 earned run average, 19 strikeouts to 4 walks, and opponents hitting at .211 against Tazawa. Elvis Andrus, who you just saw making some defensive plays at the plate here to lead it off in the eighth. Andrus 0 for 3 today. Fly ball to right field. Castillo coming in. And Rusney puts it away for the first out here in the bottom of the eighth. Be sure to download the Red Sox schedule into your favorite desktop, web, or mobile calendar program before it's too late. Visit NESN.com/schedule now. One out in the eighth, 5 in a row retired by Red Sox pitching. And here's Leonis Martin, 0 for 3.
Well, the Red Sox in tight both at first base and third base because of the bunting ability, but also guarding the line. You can see Napoli at first base. They want nothing down the line that's going to give Martin a double in this situation, a one-run game.
Martin 0 for 3. He's lined out to first base, grounded out to first base, and last time up struck out swinging. All of that was against the Red Sox starter Joe Kelly today.
Good split-fingered fastball by Tazawa. Tazawa with the 3 pitches, the fastball, the split of the curveball, and that's the splitter right there.
It'll bounce in 2-2. Center fielder Mookie Betts over towards left center. Good amount of room out there in right center field. Wait for Martin to go the other way in the outfield. A little bit low, full count. Solendorf and Sean Tollison, the closer, up now for Texas. Ground foul. Don't forget the Rangers have Josh Hamilton on their bench today, available to pitch hit. Only 1-run game right now here in the last of the 8th. Hamilton getting the day off so far. Martin, it's a fly ball to center field. Mookie Betts going back. Makes the catch for the second out of the 8th inning. 2 fly ball outs. There's Adrian Beltre back to the bench after getting stitched up. Expected to miss a couple weeks. Unfortunate there for Beltre and the Rangers. After a couple hits, couple RBIs. Lacerated the thumb, 4 stitches. And a sprained left thumb as well. Here's Carlos Corporon, catcher, 1 for 3 today, a single in the second. Grounded out to second base in the 4th inning and struck out swinging in the 6th inning. First appearance of the series for Tazawa through a scoreless 8th inning on Wednesday at Minnesota. That's 11 games, a 0.96 earned run average for Tazawa. In the air, down the right field line and foul. Look out. Somebody took a tumble. Gentleman right there with the sunglasses went rolling up the aisleway.
Sunglasses on his hat, that guy?
Look at this. Whoa.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he did, yeah. A couple of guys down there.
Okay. 1-2 pitch. Strike 3 call. Tazawa with a 1-2-3 8th inning. 7 in a row retired by Red Sox pitching. Red Sox on top 3-2.
They started this game today, and you're going to see some different type pitches, the curveball, and a lot of change-ups in this game for Kelly today, which is a very effective pitching. And so he kind of got away from that, a lot of fastballs and mixed up his pitches, I thought, very well in this ball game today. The only unfortunate part, it was a high pitch count early in the game for him.
Here's Voss Ollendorf into the game for the Texas Rangers. 3-2, Boston on top as Rusney Castillo leads it off and takes strike one from Ollendorf. Rusney 1 for 3 and an infield hit back in the second inning. Ollendorf's 7th appearance, a 4.76 ERA. And a ground ball, base hit into left field for Castillo. Lead runner on for the Red Sox in the 9th inning.
Good plate coverage that time by Castillo. He gets the breaking ball from Ollendorf. You can see it going down and away, and is able to hook the ball between third and short for the base hit. See how the Red Sox play this. Pedroia very, very seldom bunts.
Pedroia 0 for 4 today. Into the game with a 10-game hitting streak. He was flied out to center, reached on an error, struck out, and fly to right. No attempts this season for Rusney. Those 3 thefts came last year. For a strike, and it's 0-1. Koji Ihara getting ready in the pen. A 1-run lead right now for the Red Sox as they bat in the top of the 9th. In the air, foul down the right field line, and it's 0-2. Runner goes. Pedroia fouls it off to the right out of play. Good jump there for Rusney Castillo.
It's kind of a tough pitch to go on, no balls and 2 strikes, because you could see that Carpenter, the catcher, was set up outside. He wanted a fastball away, which would be almost like a pitch out. See him outside like that? Yep. And Pedroia had to really reach out and foul that ball off. 0-2. A lot of times you just call a pitch out and you want to go away again. Same situation. Same thing, fastball away.
This is away, 1-2. Rangers have used John Edwards, Sam Freeman, Leone Kella, and Ross Ollendorf out of their pen. Relief of Wandy Rodriguez. Runner goes, pitch in the dirt. Throw down there is going to be in time. He came off the bag and they applied the tag. Now he's saying safe. So first he said he went off the bag and was safe when he came off, apparently. as Titchener gave the safe sign, and it is safe at second base with a stolen base.
That was very confusing. I mean, he's off the bag, isn't he? On.
Off. I think.
Yeah, I mean,
It's like he's off, and then he changes the call, makes it safe, and Bannister's going to get tossed. The sort of in-between call for Todd Titchener.
he had me buffaloed, I'll tell you that.
And Bannister chased from this game. They challenged earlier, and they are out of challenges. So he can't even challenge that.
I mean, I'm glad Rusnak's at second base. That's a real nice thing, especially in a one-run game. But I don't know why he's still standing there. It seems to me that he just comes right off the bag and gets tagged.
And that's what the call he was making. The second base umpire said he came off the bag, now Steve Buechele here, who's the bench coach, has gone out and asked them to get together and see if they want to review this. He cannot ask for it to be reviewed, and they are not going to review it. It would have to be an umpire crew chief decision to review it. And they're going to tell him no, apparently. It looks like after getting together. Came off the bag, and it was pretty clear that was the call that Titchener was going to make, and then changed his mind in the middle, saying that even though he came off the bag, he was still safe. Then he made the safe sign.
Yeah, that was one of the weirdest signs you're ever going to see. Well, Red Sox will take it, that's for sure.
See, Steve Buechele just said there, he said the umpire said he pushed him off the bag with a tag. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know about that either.
Pedroia grounds one towards shortstop. Andrews will throw on the run, and in time to get Pedroia as Castillo goes to third.
I don't think he pushed anything off the bag. He made a tag, and then he just continued to go.
And at the time he made the tag, he was off the bag.
He was off the bag. Infield in for the Red Sox. For the Rangers. With the runner at third base.
Mookie Betts trying to drive in this insurance run right now. And Betts will take a pitch down low. Strike one, 1-1. That's single back in the first inning. Each on a fielder's choice in the second. Grounded to short in the fifth. Walked in the seventh. A little bit low. 2-1.
That squeeze right here. That's not even looking down at third base for a sign, though.
And now, home plate umpires hearing it from the Red Sox dugout.
Well, he did call out a ball, didn't he?
Count is 2-1, I believe. Two and 2.
They might hear some more out of the Red Sox dugout after that call. It's a high strike.
Bats may have gone. They check he did. Mike Everett rings him up. 2 down. That's a huge out.
Well, this will be interesting here as we look at from the side. Betts, no question that he does go on that. Will they pitch to Ortiz, or will they take their chances with Hanley? They got him walk Ortiz.
Intentional walk here of David Ortiz with 2 outs in the inning.
Now, if you really want to get technical, Don, the catch is having a catcher's block right now. You're supposed to wait till the ball leaves the pitcher's hand before you come out of the catcher's box, but they never call that.
I've never seen that call.
Never seen it called. That's a rule, though.
Mike Maddox, pitching coach, coming out here with runners at first and third, 2 down. Hanley Ramirez coming up.
Imagine the argument we would have had if they'd have called that.
Steve Buechele would have been chased from this game.
Yep.
Most likely. The Rangers have already lost their manager, Jeff Bannister. First and third, 2 down, and Hanley Ramirez coming up. Only 2 for 4 in the game. A single in the first to left, and he singled to right in the 6th inning. He's also popped out to second, lined out to right. RBI in the game, now 27 on the year. Ball 1 to Hanley Ramirez. Two 2-0. For 8 with a home run against Ohlendorf. Now at the end of the bat, let's see if this stays foul. It will. Had lots of spin on it. And a foul ball.
That's a good pitch by Ohlendorf right there. He falls behind Hanley. 2 balls, no strikes, and instead of giving a fastball on the 2-0 count, he goes to a breaking ball, and he gets it right toward the end of the batter. Ramirez suspecting a fastball in that situation, didn't get it. Back to the breaking ball.
Ramirez pops it up right side of the infield. Down comes Moreland, and he will put it away. So the Red Sox with a golden opportunity to grab some insurance cannot. It's Koji time. We come back. For the bottom of the 9th inning, and Brock Holt takes over in left field for Hanley Ramirez. And into the game is Koji Uehara, his 18th appearance, 2-1 with a 1.76 earned run average, 10 out of 11 in save opportunities. He has worked in 15 of the third innings with 18 strikeouts, 4 walks, and opponents hitting at 137 against Uehara. With only 1 pitch to end Thursday night's win here at Texas, with Elvis Andrus running out with a runner at first. 10 perfect appearances on the year as Alberto leads it off here for Texas. First time that Hanser Alberto has faced Koji Uehara. Two and 0. There's a strike, 2-1. Alberto on base 3 times today. Reached on a fielder's choice in the 2nd, then singles in the 4th and 6th innings. Now ground ball to third base, off the glove of Sandoval. Pablo has already had 1 error in this game and may have just picked up his 2nd.
And that could be costly. Leadoff man on here in the 9th inning. Sandoval backing up. Not a good position to be in.
2nd error of the game for Pablo Sandoval. Lead runner on here for Texas.
Yeah, see if they're playing for the tie right here with the leadoff hitter, the Shields, coming to the plate.
I know this Shields, a walk, ground out, a fly out, reached on a fielder's choice. Showing bunt, pulls it back, takes a strike. Holding on Alberto at first base. Sandoval in on the grass at third. Drop down as Sandoval will fire to first. The sacrifice complete with Pedroia covering at first base. As taking second is Alberto.
Job well done by the Shields getting that ball. He got a split-fingered fastball, which became easy to find. It was down low and then held him dead in the baseball. And Red Sox had no other option but to go to first base to get the out. Sandoval calling off Uehara.
One out, Alberto at second base. Shin-Soo Choo has struck out, walked, singled, and grounded out to second base. Tying run now in scoring position for Texas. Little grounder down the first baseline. Uehara will flip underhanded to first for the out as Alberto takes third base now with 2 down.
How about this matchup? Uehara gets one of the hottest hitters in baseball, fielder.
Tied for the most hits in Major League Baseball. Second in batting average. Came in hitting at .361. He is 1 for 4 in this game.
You know, do you take a gamble here and walk fielder and take your chances with Rosales, who's on deck?
I might. They will.
They will. Very unusual to put the potential winning run on, but I agree with the strategy. I don't want to pitch the fielder.
Well, they're going to now have Hamilton come out on deck here, and he would hit.
Yep.
So instead of Rosales, you're going to see Josh Hamilton. Hamilton is 3 for 12 against Uehara in his career. As the intentional walk complete, fielder down to first base. is this as Josh Hamilton has had a successful return here to Texas. Two home runs on Friday night against the Red Sox in Game 2 of the series. He played in every game upon his return until today, not starting, but here he is. Tying run at third base. Potential winning run at first base. 2 down. Ball 1. A fastball up and away. Swing and a miss.
Good split of that time by Uehara. Started at low, D high, dropped down and out of the strike zone. I'd say anytime I see a tying or winning run at third base and that shifts on, it scares me.
In the air to left center field. This will get down and roll. Tying run is in. Fielder making his way all the way around. The throw to the plate is going to be late, and the Rangers walk off with a win. Josh Hamilton, in his successful return to Texas, has done in the Red Sox. There have been so many difficult losses on the season for the Red Sox, but this one hurts. Pinch hit, walk-off double, and the Rangers have won the series, taking 3 out of 4. The question was, is Fielder going to be able to make it all the way around from first base, and he did.
Yeah, that ball found the gap, and by the time the Red Sox were able to track that down, even Fielder could score from